Hi everyone. This is a review of what we've done so far in the term and what we did last week, what we're going to do this week, and what's coming. To date, we have looked at the background of future studies, and if you look at the graphics on the left hand side, we've got some visuals on what it is we've done. We've become familiar with our Tech Trends Watch in the different publications, the organizations, and people that focus on technology issues and trends, and hopefully you've been able to find some that you will continue to monitor beyond this course so that you are aware of trends and issues so you can make appropriate decisions both personally and professionally. We took a look at thinking like a futurist, looking at the different planning techniques that they used. Some were familiar to you, some might have been new, but strategic planning, environmental scanning, backcasting, forecasting, the Delphi method. So these are all skills that you can use as we move forward, both in the course and beyond. And we've noted that there are a number of different technologies that would be great to have in our libraries where we work, but we may not have the money for them. So the upcoming assignment is how to write a grant proposal and to look for suitable sources to get it funded. We had a module on that, so please go back to review it. Work with a partner or partners, because in many different types of libraries you may work collaboratively, you may work individually, but it's important to know the resources to go to look for funding. And then in the last several weeks, we've looked at different issues with connectivity and what problems that we may face with the rapid rise of different technologies, knowing what to select was going to be appropriate, looking at the digital divide, the haves and the have-nots of technology, those people who are very familiar with it and use it, and those that are at a much lower level, both in the United States and globally. We've looked at the effects that you can have personally with interpersonal communication and emotional attachment or detachment, and some of the political and global issues facing connectivity. One of the graphics on here is the Foundation Center, to point it out again that that is your go-to place to start your grant proposal writing. This past week we looked at infographics, and everybody is off to a good start with a topic, with looking at different presentation formats. It's certainly fine to change either or both, but I just wanted you to get thinking about it so it wasn't a last minute assignment, and that you could get some input from all of us. I did post information on how to cite sources that you put in your infographic, so make certain that you do have correct citations in the final product. And as I said, we did the future of connectivity. The high points that people noted were the digital divide, the costs of getting the technologies both personally and in the library, and staying on top of trends, so that what's the next big thing, that you can anticipate what's coming in some ways. This week we're continuing with HP Metis. It is beta testing, so that's why we're here to help work out the bugs. And it occurred to me that I hadn't told you that Panopto was being beta tested when I was at the University of Pittsburgh. It was being developed across the street from us at Carnegie Mellon University, and my course was the beta test site for Panopto. It looks very different now than it did then. There are lots of different features that we had only suggested, and that's been about 10 years in the making. So HP Metis is on the ground trying to develop a web content repository that's personalized, that you can take with you. So please, as I said before, in the spirit of this course, Emerging Technologies, understand that HP Metis does have limitations. It has quirks, it has bugs, and I don't want it to be a frustrating experience for you, but it's something that you can look back on years from now and know what the early stages looked like. We're going to be looking at your book reviews this week. So a number of you have posted book reviews already. Please take time to read everybody's review and make comments about it, whether you do want to read it, what points that you think might be appropriate, and have an interaction about those books. And take time to work on the grant proposal. You had last week, you have this week. There's some other things coming up in the next couple weeks, but we want you to get this done by mid-November. So you've got another 2.5 weeks to work on. So really focus on that. And after this week, we're going to be taking a week each to look at cybersecurity issues and big data and LIS. The two guest speakers are faculty members in the iSchool at San Jose. They are experts in this area, and they are working with other faculty in these areas across campus. So they really have a lot to provide to us about the importance and the impact of each of these issues on libraries and, again, in our personal lives. And then we're going to be looking at careers as futurists, what the LIS degree can do coupled with some of the futuring skills, places that you might want to look now and in the future. So that is it for this summary, and I will see you online.